everyone, welcome back to this latest edition of PMAT Live. I am here with my friend Amber.
I'm Amber Gorski and I run a blog called 51st Crafts, and today we're going to together do one of my crafts for the year.
We are very excited and a little intimidated to be roasting our own cocoa beans, and we're going to be making chocolate from scratch. So sit back, enjoy, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye. Okay, the first thing we're doing is roasting some cocoa beans at a high temperature for a few minutes to loosen the hulls, and then at a lower temperature to develop the flavor. Or that is the plan.
We have just roasted the beans and we are now peeling off the husks to expose the cocoa nibs.
It's interesting. I thought that the husks would be thicker. I was thinking almost like nutshell, but they're very papery thin. Now the video that we both watched to learn how to do this, the guy let these cool and then kind of busted them all up in a plastic bag with a rolling pin. But we thought, since we just did a small handful to make sure we knew what we were doing, kind of, before we, went and did the whole pound that Amber brought, that we would just do it by hand. And it also will hopefully help us have a little more control over the amount of chaff that we can get out.
The type of cocoa beans that I bought in the description said that they were very forgiving as far as roasting times, so I'm hoping that we have some leeway.
They're beginner beans, which is very important. Oh, and they're also from the Dominican Republic. They're called La Red. Soft citrus, tangy tamarind, and toffee. Organic.
They're from a website called chocolatealchemy.com.
Hooray! So the plan now is to weigh this chocolate, and we're going to make it with a certain percentage of sugar. Okay, we have some very sad news to report. Apparently we did indeed burn the beans, which we discovered the moment we began to grind them.
It smelled very bad.
It was a god-awful smell. It's like coffee beans
Burnt
and
popcorn
and brimstone or something. It's like,
it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's very, very pretty, and it's flowy. We're going to continue with it because these are our little guys that took one for the team, and we're going to go ahead and do the conching and everything just to get the hang of it, and I will taste it just so I can show you the face that I make.
But know that we're suffering here.
Oh my gosh. So we'll try again with some more beans, and it will be awesome. This, however, we're just getting our feet wet. We meant well.
We tried.
And we're doing this for you. Okay, so here's the chocolate going from the grinder. Oh, by the way, I'm sure you noticed we switched from the Blendtec to the spice grinder because we just didn't have enough matter in the blender to make it work. So that's why we switched to the little spice grinder, coffee grinder thing. So now all of the chocolate is going into the mortar and pestle, and Amber is going to start the conching, and we'll just take turns because the more you do it, the better off you are. Even though we know that this chocolate is not going to be awesome, by God, we're going to do it right. So here we go. You guys, be glad you can't smell this. It is unlike anything I have ever smelled before in my entire life. All right, we've conched and conched until we cannot conch anymore. Let's face it, we burnt the beans. It's not going to taste good. I'm sure the next batch will taste much better. I'm going to taste it.
Ready?
I'm ready. Okay. Wow. Originally we roasted at 400 degrees and then we backed it off to 300. Amber has looked up some other information. She found out the guy that you bought the beans from says 360 degrees Fahrenheit for
about 10 minutes.
And then to lower it
330
to 330 for 10 minutes. So our total roasting time was only 15 minutes, but I guess that 10 minutes of 400 just killed them. So, yes, well, there you go. I'm going to use my flat spatula to smash this around. Much better, you guys. Oh my goodness. 360 degrees for 10 minutes, stirring every 5, and then took it down to 330, and it was only for maybe 3 additional minutes, and we took them out.
And they started to pop, and that's when we took them out this time. We waited too long last time.
Yeah, see, we were waiting for everybody to pop open last time, and apparently the rule is not everybody does. But we did not know that. So now we know it, and so now you know it. Okay, as you can see, we have yet again switched implements of destruction. We started with the Blendtec, we went to the spice grinder, we went back to the Blendtec, and now we're in the food processor because the Blendtec was not a fan of even attempting to grind all this stuff together. So we put everybody in the food processor, and hopefully this will go well. This is 65% chocolate, 35% sugar, pinch of salt. We might add some spices later. It also has 10% additional cocoa butter in it. 250 grams total in here of sugar and cocoa bean. And so 25 grams of the cocoa butter. And we'll let you know how it goes. Alright, so we've gotten out yet another small appliance because Amber read an awesome thing that said that we can do our conching in the mixer. So that is indeed what we are going to be doing in just a moment. We're going to take the chocolate, which smells pretty amazing and looks pretty beautiful. It's very shiny. Into the mixer bowl that's just barely warming in the oven, and go from there. I don't know if you guys can get an idea of how shiny the chocolate is, but it is very shiny. Probably in part because we did add in some extra cocoa butter, but it's amazing. And honestly, the difference in the smell between this batch and the first batch, there's just no comparison. This stuff really truly smells amazing. It really does. Alright, we let this conch in the mixer while we went across the street and visited the chickens. And hopefully you can see, first of all, that it's very shiny and it's nice and flowy. So, what all did we do today?
We started from cocoa beans. We roasted the cocoa beans, and we took the husks off of beans and we ground them, and we discovered that the best appliance for grinding was definitely the food processor.
Yes. It was also the quietest of the 3 options, which is kind of nice to know.
It was great.
And then
we, I don't remember, conched it, which makes it smoother and shinier. And the best appliance for that was definitely the stand mixer.
Yeah, the conching probably was altogether about half an hour.
Half an hour, maybe.
Like maybe not quite a half an hour. And of course, in commercial chocolate making, it could take days to do the conching. So we just, we gave it the old college try, and then went from there. And I tried to do tempering, and man, it just did not want to cooperate. So did the best we could, and then turned it into ganache, which turned out to be lovely. The flavor, we noticed, we were talking about it tasting so vibrant and fresh because it was like brand new. You know, nothing had oxidized, I guess.
Yeah, and you can taste a lot of the fruity flavors in the chocolate, very forward fruity flavors as opposed to the sort of flat sort of flavors you get in the grocery store. So yeah, we made 65% cocoa chocolate, and normally I'm a dark chocolate person, but this, I think because of the roasting, feels a lot darker and tastes a lot darker than a normal maybe 65% bar would.
I wouldn't recommend doing this necessarily on a regular basis unless you have some like serious dough and can buy some serious equipment, because there's no way to make the chocolate completely smooth. If you're fine with a little bit of graininess in your chocolate, then, you know, by all means, go for it, just to say that you did, because now we can say that we have. Yes. Anyway, I guess
you can see the whole process on my blog. It's 51stcrafts.wordpress.com, and I will be putting up these posts, or I guess we'll have already put up these posts, one a day, introducing the various materials and steps, and so you can see those pictures in detail. And
I'll put the links down in the information below in the video, so you'll have links to Amber's blog and to mine. And also, this is going to be on a guest post for my friend Nellie, who does Cooking with Books. So all of those links will be down in the bottom. This has been Making Chocolate from Scratch with Jenny from PMAT Live and
Amber from 51st Crafts.
Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye. See you later. Bye.